We've been forced to live in a world designed for a 24-hour biological clock, with consistency as the ultimate gold standard. But if you're a woman, your biology doesn't reset every 24 hours. It evolves over a 28-day cycle. If you feel like your energy, your focus, and even your personality are constantly shifting, it's not because you're inconsistent. It's because your biology is wired this way. Society calls it a lack of discipline. We call it a data gap. When your energy drops, it's not a character flaw. It's a biological signal. Your brain is literally rewiring itself to prioritize different tasks depending on your hormonal environment. You aren't lazy on Monday and a machine on Thursday. You are simply operating in different biological modes. This is the core of everything we do at Pinky. We're moving away from the hustle culture and moving toward biological syncing. When you understand the data behind your stress and your energy, you stop fighting yourself. You stop the guilt. Because once you realize it's biology, not character, you finally gain the power to control your reality. In this video, we're going to break down your biological blueprint. We'll explore how your metabolism, your stress levels, and your creative energy are all connected. Let's start with the most misunderstood phase, the menstrual reset. Let's talk about the phase everyone tells you to just get through. The menstrual phase. Most people see this as a time of total depletion. But at Pinky, we see it as your most powerful cognitive window. While your energy feels low, your brain is actually entering a state of high-level synchronization. As your estrogen and progesterone hit their baseline, the communication between the hemispheres reaches its peak. This is a unique biological state where logic meets intuition. You aren't foggy. You are wired for high-level strategy and pattern recognition. This is the best time of the month to solve complex problems, as long as you don't waste that energy on a treadmill. But here's the danger: stress. When you force a hustle during this phase, your body produces cortisol. Because cortisol and progesterone are made from the same biological building blocks, your body will literally steal resources to manage your stress. This progesterone theft doesn't just make you tired today, it sabotages your metabolism and your mood for the entire month ahead. The practical move? Follow the 3-day rule. Use the first 3 days of your cycle for deep reflection and high-level planning. Don't push for physical PRs or back-to-back meetings. Load your vision now so you can execute it when your energy explodes in the next phase. Remember, it's biology, not character. Now that we've mastered the reset, let's look at what happens when the engine starts to roar. Welcome to phase 2, the follicular rise. We move out of the reset, welcome to the follicular phase, what we call the magnetic engine. This is when estrogen begins its steady climb, and your body transitions from processing to performing. Rising estrogen does more than just boost your energy. It's a literal brain booster. Research shows that during this window, your verbal memory and social interaction skills reach their peak. You aren't just feeling more confident, you are biologically more persuasive and articulate. This is your natural window of social magnetism. Here's a fact most people miss. Your insulin sensitivity is at its highest point right now. Your body is incredibly efficient at turning fuel into power. This is the optimal time for high-intensity workouts and complex creative tasks. Your metabolism is primed for action, not storage. If you have a big pitch, a difficult negotiation, or a creative project that needs a breakthrough, this is your time. Don't waste this magnetic engine on routine tasks. Aim for your biggest goals. Aim for your biggest goals while your reaction times are fastest and your creativity is at its absolute maximum. You are currently at your peak, but even the strongest engine needs to prepare for the shift. Next, we explore the luteal shift and why your body suddenly starts asking for 300 extra calories. After the peak of ovulation, your internal weather changes. Welcome to the luteal phase. This isn't a crash, it's a shift in focus. Your body is moving from outward expansion to inward protection. At Pinky, we call this the metabolic guard. Here is the data. Your basal metabolic rate increases by up to 10% during this phase. Your heart rate is higher and your body temperature rises. This is why you feel hungrier. You aren't losing willpower. Your engine is literally burning more fuel. If you don't adjust your intake, your body enters what we call thyroid debt, triggering stress and brain fog. While your creative energy might soften, your analytical focus sharpens. Progesterone turns you into the ultimate editor. This is the best time for detail-oriented work, auditing your projects, and finishing what you started. You are biologically wired for precision right now. Use it to polish your vision, not to start new wars. The strategy is simple. Increase your fuel and decrease the noise. Don't fight the hunger. Manage it with quality data. Don't fight the lower energy. Rechannel it into finishing tasks. When you respect the metabolic guard, you avoid the burnout that most women think is inevitable. We've seen the cycle. We've seen the shifts. Now let's talk about the missing piece: how to synthesize all this data to own your reality. Welcome to the final synthesis. We've traveled through the reset, the peak, and the shift. You've seen how your energy, your stress, and your metabolism aren't random. They are a system. The chaos you felt for years wasn't a lack of discipline. It was simply unmanaged data. When you stop guessing and start syncing, the guilt disappears. You stop asking why you can't just push through. Instead, you look at your biological blueprint and ask, what is my body optimized for today? This is the shift from fighting your nature to mastering it. Because at the end of the day, it's biology, not character. This is why we built the Pinky ecosystem. Pinky Bloom is your mirror. It tracks these shifts so you can plan your life, your work, and your energy with surgical precision. And Pinky Bond ensures your connections are built on this same biological honesty. We don't just give you a calendar, we give you your power back. The future of productivity isn't linear, it's cyclical, it's data-driven, and it starts with you. Stop surviving your cycle. Start leading it. Join the waitlist at pinkybloom.app and be the first to own your data. I'm Marty. Welcome to the era of biological intelligence.